We're about to cut timber on a couple of properties that we bought, and here's what I'm going to do to make sure everything is all set and we get the best job possible out of this deal. Hey, first thing you got to do is decide what you want to do on the track. It's just loaded, long overdue, a thinning. So there's actually chip and saw size logs in there. That's what the majority of it is. And so what I've decided to do, because we're going to divide this track and sell it into home sites, is we're basically going to clear cut it. Not completely clear cut it. We're going to do what a lot of folks call a residential cut. There's nothing sophisticated by that other than we're basically going to take all the good merchantable timber off of it, all that pine and pulpwood and chip and saw size, and we're going to leave some scattered trees. Hardwoods untouched. There's some scattered oaks all through there, and then they're going to leave just some, just some little gnarly pines here and there about every 100 feet, so that when we divide it and sell it as home sites, it'll be a wooded home site track. So decide what you want to do before you make the call. What call you talking about? Call to a forester. I'm pretty good in this business. I'm not a logger, I'm not a forester, but I'm around them all the time. I've had to do so much different work with them. I can probably get these jobs done myself and be fine, but I always call a forester to manage the job. He'll be able to put the crews on it that can get on it in a timely way. He'll be able to let people know exactly how I want the job done, and the forester will be responsible for making sure that we get the most out of the deal we can, meaning that the timber is merchandised properly. They don't tear the track up any more than necessary. Forester I'm using on this one is a pro. He's also a real estate guy, land guy, and so he knows what I want. He knows how to go about getting it done. So make a call to a good forester, somebody that's got a lot of experience and that you can trust, because you can't be out here cutting every tree. You can't be out here putting every tree on a truck. You can't do it yourself. So you got to be able to trust some folks that are going to do it the right way and make it a job that you can be proud of, and also maximize your timber income. Hey, after you know what you want to do and you've talked to somebody about doing it, you got a good forester, logging operator lined up, get all the details worked out. What I mean by that is we've already got pricing on our products. We've already got a good understanding on that. He's already sent that information to me. I've already sent him the information he needs from me, which is the company name that they're going to make the checks payable to, our address, tax ID number, information about any payoffs to a lender. Now, in these tracks, we bought them with cash, so there's no mortgage, there's no note to pay off, so all the money will come directly to us. It won't go to a bank. He's got to know all that to properly process all the payments when the checks start coming in. So all that's part of it. Just took a few minutes, but it's necessary. Hey, and make sure your corners are marked and your lines marked. I came out here and put fresh flagging on this corner. I knew where it was, and this particular line is going to be red paint all along the boundary line because it borders the timber companies. This line's marked. My north line is marked from a survey on an adjacent property that we actually own and had that surveyed. So that line is clearly marked. Timber company on the other boundaries. So all my lines are very well marked, so the guys aren't going to have any trouble staying on the track. And the last thing I'll tell you, and this just comes from experience doing this a whole lot with customers, is be realistic. Because when I come out here in a week or two and look at one of the tracks and then follow up when they have finished the other track, and I come eyeball it as they go, and at the end it's going to be ugly. It's going to look like a bomb went off. That's what happens when you cut timber. It's not going to be surgical and landscaped. It's going to be ugly. These guys are going to do a good job, but when you cut trees down, when you delimb them, when you cut tops off, they don't haul that stuff off. They don't rake it up and burn it. It's going to be ugly. So expect that, and don't lose your mind when you drive out here and it doesn't look like a state park. You're the one that made it look ugly when you had it cut. These guys are just doing their job, doing the best they can to keep the ruts out, to keep the slash and everything spread out as much as possible. So be realistic in your expectations of what it looks like. Do follow up on the job. I always tell people that. Go out there as much as you can during the job, but following up is important. Thanks for watching our videos. There's some more right there. Check them out.